for more reviews, please also like. Thank you!
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the number 4 in the G.I. Joe Classified series. This is Duke. Now I bought him from Hasbro Pulse. I have to say, before any of my packages from Hasbro Pulse shipped, I saw these figures, or at least the Roadblock figure, on my local Walmart shelf. The rest of it was picked over, so if I wanted a Roadblock I could have got that, but just it bothers me that they were sold out of several of these figures on Hasbro Pulse, and they're going to be hitting store shelves. That's my gripe, not yours. You want to take a look at this. So here's the box. You can see he's got weapons and crap and junk, and he's got the G.I. Joe thing. We've still got package waste here, which really bothers me. I mean, it really bothers me. The side of the box looks like this. He's 04. Back of the box we have that wonderful picture of all the things that might come about in this line. I don't know, I love the fact that they've got the Baroness front and center. She was the reason I loved Joe. So, and I did kind of love Joe, and it was all her. So let's just be honest. If I'm being honest, I didn't care for Scarlet. I didn't care for any of that. Lady J, it was the Baroness. So I'm really looking forward to some of the play sets that they might come up with. You know, the bats for the Cobra, the tanks for the Joes, and the sex dungeon for I can't say that, can I? No, you can't. Shut up, Nemesis. Never mind. Let's just move on. So here's the box. Yeah, opening it up. This just came in. It's still hot from the mailman, where the mail guy dropped it off. It was hot in his car apparently. So opening it up, there's just that piece of instruction in the bottom. No transformation instructions, but again, this is a figure, so you know these things kind of go relatively quickly. Let's see, we got a piece of tape right here. Oh crap! I just lost a piece. I guess those are binoculars or something. Get that out. I wonder if he'll come out any easier than she did. So, one of the first things I have to point out, pardon me, is this guy's head sculpt. And let me see if I can zoom in here. I knew a guy in college at Western Kentucky University back in the mid to late 90s. They looked just like this. His name was Rick Malik, and he was from New Jersey. And the only thing that, I mean, he had a catchphrase. He would watch NASCAR and he would say, he'd get drunk and he'd say, "Bobby Labonte," all the time, and it was great. He was a great roommate, but he looked just like this guy. If Rick had gone into the military, he would have looked like him. So looking at him, we can see he's got a nice piercing stare and kind of a brow that says, "Rrr." Yeah, coming down the figure you can see some paint here and there. Why don't I zoom out just a tinge so we get a slightly better... I just wanted to show you his face, because yeah, I look at that and I think Rick Malik went into the military. Anyway, we've got some accents here, some accents here. This is a loose piece, a bandolier, which should be able to come off much like Scarlet's did, but it's got some nice paint on it. Paint here. Paint here. Elbows have paint on the watch. I don't know why his watch is red, but okay. And paint on the gloves. And yeah, let's see here. Moving up the figure, we get paint on the belt, and it's airbrushed, looks like, here and there. It looks really nice. He, as well as Scarlet, has pockets molded into his buttocks. Look at the detail, the wrinkling on the fabric. Hasbro's really gotten good at this detailed molding. He's got pockets right here for his cargo pants. Yeah, we get some gold paint right through here, with the blue and the blue down here. With this looks really nice. He's got black right through here to hold it, and his boots are brown plastic. Here's the figure from the back, and very clean, very clean. Articulation we get all the way around. It's on a hinge swivel, so he'll look all the way down, and he can look up to there. That's a great range. I wish our Transformers did that. This goes all the way around on a disc hinge. That's as high as you're going to get his arms. So he's not doing the YMCA. The elbows come in double jointed. We've got the fill in right here with even a little bit of stuff in there to make it look interesting. The wrists, he's got two holding hands. So I hope he can hold his weapons, unlike the Scarlet one. They move in, they move out, and I swear they look like the Marvel Legends hands, where we ought to just, yep, we can pull them right out. So at some point, we're going to get swappable hands for these guys, I imagine. I mean, they're basically G.I. Joe Marvel Legends, let's be honest. The belt is loose, it floats around. I really wish they'd do something besides that, or give us a way to remove it. Looks like he's got an ab crunch, so yep, he can do that. He can go back like that. So good articulation there. Waist swivel is built into the waist itself, so it's not like the Scarlet figure where she had the double ball peg. This is a loose piece too. Huh. Interesting. This comes around. The legs are T-jointed ball joints. That's what you get as far as out to the sides. Comes up and back. That's what you get forward and back. Thigh swivel is cut joint right here. Knee double jointed, as most Marvel Legends are. You get it all the way up there. Kneecap comes down to cover. Looks really nice. The ankles can not really go up. They can go down about that far. There is some movement, and you get that insane rocker that you have with Marvel Legends. That one will go up a little bit further. Maybe mine's just a little, stiff from packaging, so results may vary on those. Alright, let's see here. We've covered articulation. We've covered the look of the figure. Let's give him some weaponry and see if he can hold it. Can he hold his... You know what? I haven't gone over the weaponry. Here. This is his gun. It's not his rifle. It is his gun. It has nice little molded detail, and it has some paint on it, so that's nice. Here is his M16, his futuristic M16. So as you can see, it has quite a bit of molded detail on it as well, and some nice paint. The blue comes through, the same blue that's on his outfit. Here we have this thing, minus the hair. I think this is modern, like night vision goggles or something. Yeah. And lastly, we have the, the backpack. It's got the shovel. My dad had one of these in NAMM. So the canteens, we still have that, by the way. Yeah, it's just his backpack. So why don't we get this stuff on him and see how he looks all armored up. Is that the right word to use with this guy? You know what I mean. Excuse me. So that goes in there. Stays on like that. Bad place to mold. Something like that. And it's supposed to be there because of the way that the molding is on this bandolier. And this is supposed to go over the top of the shoulder. So that's not really done all that well. Let me see, can he hold his firearm? Yes, his firearm will go into his hand, and his firearm goes into his holster, maybe? Yes, nice snug fit, no problem. The binoculars, where do these things go? Might be able, it's got a peg on it, and there's a hole here, so insert peg into hole, turn it up the right way, and I guess that works there. So now he's got his binoculars on his belt, and the last thing we have is his rifle. Will he hold his rifle? Yes, he can indeed hold his rifle, and it's got a secondary holder here, so he should, at least theoretically, be able to hold the front as well. Might be better to put the front in first, and then maneuver until you can get that in there. So yes, he can technically hold his weapon in both hands. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Why don't I jump into final thoughts and then we'll do scale comparisons. So, oh, and there's a cut joint right there I didn't recognize, didn't see. Interesting. Alright, let's talk about old Rick here. I like the figure. I like the sculpt. I like how it looks, and it has definitely a military presence. Now, the playability, some of the joints are just a little tight, but that's kind of par for the course, as they say in golf, for a Marvel Legends figure, and this is basically just a G.I. Joe Legends, let's be honest. The materials are standard Hasbro plastic for the Marvel line, the Marvel Legends line. They feel great. I don't worry that any of the physical hardware on the figure is going to break. The cost, I had it shipped for $21 from Hasbro Pulse. Again, I saw these figures on the shelf at my local Walmart in southern Indiana about 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I have a problem with that, but that's a personal problem. It's not necessarily your problem, it's my problem. So, would I recommend this? Absolutely. Here it is next to Scarlet, and you can see they scale fairly well, even if she won't stand up, which is her problem, not this figure's. He stands up just fine. Rick hasn't had any beer yet. Alright. Come on, Scarlet. You're destroying my review. Quit it. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching, folks. Stay tuned for more of these. I'm going to have another one coming in here hopefully in another day or two. We'll watch it then. And I will see you after scale comparison at the next review.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.
Vitamin John. Operators are standing by.